Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our competition umpires into the arena. From Denmark, we have Mark Beckman, and from Italy, we have Mario Rifraschini. And now we welcome to table one our coaches from China, Lu Jiozheng, and he's followed by Marcus Joberg from England. This is the 2018 ITTF Team World Cup, the first semi-final in the men's tournament. You know what I'm going to ask. London, are you ready? Let us welcome in our first team in this men's semi-final. Please welcome Team China. Represented by Fan Zhendong, Shushin and Malong, Team China. Versus Team England. Represented by Pual, DRINKHALL, Sam Walker and Liam Pitchford, Team England. China against England. Teams enter the arena.
The semi-final of the ITTF Team World Cup. No surprise, China, but what a great performance by their opponents, England, to make it to this stage. England beat Egypt in what effect got them through to the quarters, and last night they had a great victory against Brazil, beating them 3-1, and here they are, the furthest they've ever got in this competition. But of course they're up against the best team in the world champions, the Olympic champions. But for sure, they are in great form. There's no surprise in the lineup. We start with the men's doubles, Zhu Jin, Ma Long. They've played together in the first 3 matches for China. China beat France 3-0, Sweden 3-0, and Germany 3-0, yet to drop a match. And they've just kept the same order as they have in the previous 3. Likewise with England, Sam Walker, Paul DRINKHALL will play the doubles, and Liam Pitchford will play the 2 singles. Pitchford, of course, in absolutely fine form. He's flying at the moment. My name is Don Parker, and I'm delighted to be joined in the commentary box by the current world and Olympic Paralympic champion, Will Bailey. Will, we've had a fantastic time so far.
Oh, it's been incredible. Last night, England was superb. Pitchford winning against Hugo Calderano of Brazil. Played a great game, but it was a team effort from England. Now they're coming up against the giants of table tennis, China. This will be an epic encounter. These guys are pretty much unbeatable as a team, but England will go in there with nothing to lose, and I think they'll put out a great performance here in front of their home fans. Come on, England.
Just a little background to the playing system. The ITTF, I think, have made a great step forward with this new structure. The first game on, the first match is the doubles. And then we have 4 singles matches to follow. The advantage of the system is that it's more likely that the 2 number 1 players will play against each other. That will normally be the second match of the overall match. And of course, we now know the programme for all 5 matches. We know who's playing, and we can look forward to each match knowing who's coming onto the table. So well done, the ITTF. I'm sure they'll regard this system as a success, and I'm sure we'll see this system as we progress through the calendar and we move towards the Olympics in Tokyo. Of course, the players now will just have a 2-minute pre-match knock, just keeping the ball on the table to loosen up, just get the feet moving, groove in the strokes. What a pair with their backs to us. But there, first of all, is the English player, Paul Drinkle, at the front of the picture. Behind him, Sam Walker. They were 2-0 down against Brazil in the quarter-final and came back to win 3 consecutive games to get England off to a fantastic start. It was a great win for them there, Will.
It was a magical win for England, and to get this far in the tournament, I think it's a great achievement for them. Here against China is a different proposition, but I mean, world number 5, world number 7 isn't a true ranking, representing of their ranking, I don't believe, Don. I think these guys are the best in the world, without doubt, especially Ma Long, Olympic champion. This is going to be an incredible encounter.
Well, there they are, as you say, 2 of the greatest players possibly of all time. Ma Long's won the World Singles Championship the last 2 times, defended his title successfully in Dusseldorf last year. He's the current Olympic champion. And he first became number 1 in England, number 1 in the world back in 2010. So he's a very seasoned campaigner as well.
So, I mean, Don, these rankings can be a bit misleading. Don't get me wrong, these Chinese boys are the best in the world. There's no doubt about that.
And we spoke about this earlier in a previous match, the left-handed, right-handed combination. We got Zhu Jin, his nickname is the Anaconda. He's a big, tall player. He has incredible reach. Left-handed, and of course, Ma Long. We've probably got the best left-hander in the world and the best right-hander in the world playing together, and the left-handed, right-handed combination, we agreed yesterday, Will, probably the best combination. So the best of 5 games. Zhu Jin to serve.
1 love.
Good positive start there by Paul Drinkle. He was going for the flick. They've got to be positive here. They just can't afford to play safe, to keep the ball on the table.
1 2.
I think here, Will, it's a high-risk strategy and go for it.
Yeah, England have got to go for it. But it's important they get a start here so they feel like they're in the match. If they lose 3, 4, 5 points in a row and go down, the heads can go down, and that can be a really uphill battle. Just get on the scoreboard here. It would be very, very nice.
3 1.
Good topspin from Paul Drinkle. Good footwork to get round. We'll see that again. There he goes. And he topspin that straight down the line. Ma Long full stretch.
That 3 1.
It's going to be tough. These 2 Chinese players played against each other in the semi-final of the men's singles at the World Championships in Dusseldorf a year ago. Ma Long coming out on top. Look at that. He has the ability to stretch and still get an amazing amount of power into the shot. That was a fantastic shot, Will.
Incredible shot and an incredible angle. You can see the left-handed, right-handed combination here already working beautifully for China.
One 6. That 1 6. 6-2.
Good topspin by DRINKHALL there. He read the length well. He compromised slightly, but he very clever. He threw the ball up with no spin. Marlon blocking it in the net.
7-2.
Unlucky there from Sam. Went for the right shot, went for his forehand, tried to get his forehand in. Just clipping the top of the net.
It's a perfect example of he's tall, but he can lean. And he leant there, created a bit of space, played an incredible forehand topspin from the backhand side on the diagonal.
Suddenly England 2-8 down, and I don't think they've done too much wrong in this first game.
9-2, China leads, first game. Best of 5 games, and of course the match is the best of 5 matches.
Ten, 2. A
guided flick out right to the forehand, and that's a pretty comprehensive victory for Shushin and Marlon, taking the first game 11-2. But I think, Will, as you said quite rightly, they didn't do a lot wrong.
No, I think they were pretty solid there. The England boys didn't do a lot wrong. I think some of the shots that the Chinese pulled off there were exceptional. That last shot there, a nonchalant flick. Fantastic start from Zhu Jin and Marlon.
Confirmation on the screen there, 11-2, China taking the first game. There is a 1-minute break in between each game. The players return to the corner for advice from their coaches. Marcus Soyberg there from Sweden, now coaching the England men's team. Team spirit has been amazing among the English players during this competition. Marcus clearly doing a good job with the players. But this is the ultimate test.
It's really difficult, Don, isn't it, to say something in the corner against a formidable team like China. What would you be saying at the moment?
I think I reiterate what I said at the beginning. You've got to take chances. It's a really tough call. 50-50 balls we go for. And if we happen to hit them on, we've got a chance.
1 love.
We're in the lead. Good topspin by Sam Walker. Kept it very low over the net. Again, Sam Walker. Look how wide he gets on the table. He goes out of picture, I bet. No, we just keep him in screen.
Really courageous start there from Sam Walker, playing 2 big forehands.
Long 3.
Great flick return. Good positive play from England. Both players contributing.
3-1.
Again, that was unlucky. Walker went for a tight angle. Only just missed. But again, as the coach, I'd be happy. That's good, positive play. That's the sort of play we just can't afford to do, where almost inviting them to attack. And you've no idea where that ball's going when Zhu Jin winds himself up like that. He can place it anywhere, and it goes like a rocket. You sometimes got to win the point 3 or 4 times to win a point, haven't you, against China?
Incredible. The England boys didn't do too much wrong there. Punched it back into the same spot. Good tactical. But there's the left-hander, right-hander combination. Zhu Jin right on his forehand and whips it away for a winner.
Again, the advantage of the two, the left-hander and the right-hander playing together.
4-3. Time up.
Timeout called. Each pair has the opportunity to call timeout once in the match, and England have taken the opportunity. Clearly, Marcus Soyberg deciding that the momentum was with China. That's all I can think, Will. It's 4-3, still pretty tight, but we did start with the first 3 points. China have just taken 4 points on the run. Let's take a break, let's use the timeout. Pretty good thinking, I think.
Yeah, when you're playing a team like China, almost a godlike team, an unbeatable team, some might say, is it hard not to sort of be in awe of these players, you know? Almost when you do go up in a set, is it hard not to be thinking, you know, I'm playing against, you know, the world's best, maybe the best ever players you know, we've seen on the planet. It's hard not to be in awe of these guys.
It is, but in fairness, I think they started this game very determined. We took the first 3 points with some great shots, being positive. We've almost got to try and get that, and I totally agree with you, Will, but we've almost got to take that thinking away and let's get stuck in and let's give it our best shot, and I think that's exactly what the boys are doing.
4-3.
Good flick down the line. From Sam Walker, the England bench on its feet. 4 points apiece. Nice to win the first point after a timeout. Walker with his 2 serves. Unlucky. I don't mind that if I'm sat in the corner as the coach. Trying to be positive, trying to go for the flick down the line.
That's an absolute rocket. That ball is travelling so fast and perfect precision on the table.
You just take a look at Paul Drinkhall's face. He knew what he'd done. And that's so much better from Paul. He's playing well, really well so far in this second game, Paul Drinkhall.
You just can't give this Chinese pair anything.
5-7.
Great flick from Drinkhall, but what a backhand topspin from Xu Xin. Xu Xin is probably the finest player in the world now with this penhold reverse backhand. It's not that long ago when penholders didn't even have any rubber on the backhand side because all they used was the forehand. There he is, the gentleman on screen now. That reverse backhand is an amazing shot. Uses both sides of the racket to equal effect. Signal there under the table. Paul Drinkhall letting Sam Walker know what spin he's going to put on the ball. And you can see that's a great attitude from Paul Drinkhall there and Sam Walker. They're fighting.
Great fight, great team spirit from the guys throughout this whole competition. Following on here now against China.
Go.
9-6.
I don't mind. He drifted slightly long. He went for the backhand topspin. Tactics were good.
This
Time just trying the short push tight over the net. Just went for slightly too severe an angle. Pushed it off the side of the table. 4 game points for China. Paul Drinkhall. Electric footwork and a rocket forehand topspin down the line. The boys like it.
Great shot from Paul. You don't see the Chinese flat-footed like that too often. Great shot.
11-7.
Unlucky. After a much better performance, a little bit of luck, they could have been a lot tighter. But nevertheless, Xu Xin Marlong take the second game, 11-7. Of course, it's the best of 5 games. China now just needing 1 more game. And the players back in their corners while we watch some of the highlights from that second game. And there we can see confirmation of the situation in this first match of the semi-final. 11-2, 11-7. Chinese coach there, relatively new on the scene, 37 years of age, Lu Gusheng. I remember him in the 2001, 2, 3, 4 era. Was a member of the Chinese team, won gold medals at the World Team Championships, at the World Championships. Very good player.
Pual, the legend that is former 6 times national men's singles champion.
So the players now making their way back to the table. Ma Long on the right there, Xu Xin on the left, and we're now being joined by the 2 English players. Certainly improved their performance in the second game from the first.
Xu Xin to serve.
I think the key thing here, Will, if England are going to cause any trouble, is to get a good start, get a few points up.
Yeah, they need to go for their shots.
Got it. 1 love.
Sam Walker there played a really good backhand topspin on the diagonal. Let's just look at that. Look at that. That's a great shot. Look how low it is.
That's a winner against anyone else, I think, you know. Xu Xin there, incredible athleticism to get to that ball.
And also the side spin he gets on that shot as well. Curls it away. So first 2 points for China. The crowd trying to lift the English players, of course. This is the best ever performance from an England team. The Team World Cup. Made the semi-final once before, back in 1990. First ever Team World Cup. Beat Japan in the quarterfinals and then lost to Sweden, who went on to win it.
2-0.
That's excellent play. 2 points on the run for England, 2 points with the serve. They now need to be brave on the return of serve. Ma Long will probably keep his service tight. Just need a positive return here from Sam.
3-2.
Heavy backspin on the Ma Long serve, coming underneath the ball, opens his racket.
Two, 4.
Xu Xin there, electing to go wide to the DRINKHALL forehand. All 6 points so far going with service, and from an England point of view, the crowd will be hoping that continues as Sam Walker has his 2 serves. Paul DRINKHALL there played a tremendous shot. Marvellous long. Nice little play on Ma Long there. And it's probably very accurate. Certainly the way he's playing at the moment.
Five, 3.
Good fighting spirit from the England boys coming back, showing that they're still in this game. Good flick from Pual.
Got it. 6-3.
China leads 6-3. Great venue, the Copper Box Arena, and I have to say, looking around, Will, there's not many empty seats.
Falling, the atmosphere here is incredible. Everyone getting right behind the England team. I did see a lot of Chinese supporters actually as well as I was walking through. Such a popular sport in China.
Xu Xin, Ma Long, 7-3.
4-7.
Xu Xin there, making an error. We don't see many of those with that forehand topspin.
8-4.
This time, a flick down the line. He's so quick on his feet. He's way over the backhand side. Just look at that, where he's standing now. And then he just flicks it down the line.
Incredible footwork Chinese have. Incredible athletes. Their legs, the strength in their legs. Look at them. Absolute beasts.
9-4.
Again, that flick return. Even though it's tight, Xu Xin has an amazing flick over the table. And
4-10.
6 Match points for China, 10-4.
Left, full, 10. Lemon, 4.
Paul Drinkle going for the flick on the diagonal. Overhits the ball. China take the third game, 11-4. And it's Shushin Marlong beating Sam Walker, Paul Drinkle, 11-2, 11-7, 11-4. Certainly the England players did their best there. I think it's fair to say they were just outgunned, Will.
No disgrace there for the England boys. I thought they fought really hard, and it's just, you know, we're watching one of the best doubles pair of all time here, aren't we, Don? I mean, these Chinese guys, they work so well together, left-handed, right-handed combination, both incredibly strong attackers. It's hard to find a better pair in world table tennis, isn't it?
Absolutely.
The South Stand is the opposite to the matches that you come into.
We now await the first men's singles match, Fan Shendong against Liam Pitchford.
And please note, unattended bags will be removed and possibly destroyed.
Again, the players will have a short 2-minute practice before the match commences. Fan Shendong making his way out to the table. You can see there on screen the playing order. We now have 4 men's singles. Of course, the first team to win 3 matches. The match ends at 3-0, 3-1 or 3-2, whatever it may be. But as soon as one team makes 3 points, wins 3 matches, the overall match is over. So China will be delighted with their start, a very convincing win in the men's doubles.
I'm really excited to see Liam play here. He's in such good form, isn't he, Don? 2 amazing wins already in this competition against Harimoto of Japan and also against Hugo Calderano of Brazil. 2 really high-quality wins. Can he back it up here with a really good performance against arguably the best player in the world in Fan Shendong?
And